1973 San just a tornado, masonry homes reportedly vanished with little or no trace, and vehicles were thrown hundreds of meters from where they originated and were mangled beyond recognition. Large factories were completely leveled and grass was scoured from the ground. A vehicle motor was found embedded into a poured concrete wall, and a tractor was thrown 500 amp into a wooded area. The slow-moving tornado was not rated until 2017. May 6, 1973, United States, Texas Valley Mills, LSPC and UES NCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. This tornado was rated F5 by wind engineers on the basis of vehicles being carried long distances. 2 pickup trucks were lofted for hundreds of yards, one of which traveled 1 through the air peak. Structural damage was only of F2 intensity as 2 rural barns were obliterated. The F5 rating was accepted by Fujita at the time. Of 1974, United States, Indiana, DePaul, Palmyra, Martinsburg, Daisy Hill, 6 SPC, and UES NCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. 1974 super outbreak. This was one of 6 tornadoes on April 3 to be rated F5 by Fujita. Homes were swept completely away and entire farms were leveled. Op 3, 1974, United States, Ohio, Xenia, Wilberforce, 32 SBC, UES NCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. 1974, Xenia tornado. This was the deadliest tornado of the 1974 super outbreak. Aerial photography and isoline surveys by Fujita showed that entire rows of brick homes were swept away and sustained F5 damage. Windrowing of debris occurred in nearby fields, and very intense damage was reported to steel reinforced schools. This tornado was originally rated F6 by Fujita in a survey of the super outbreak. Op 3, 1974, United States, Kentucky, Indiana, Hardinsburg, Brandenburg, Harrison County, 31 SBC, and UEN CCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. 1974, Brandenburg tornado. Multiple well-built anchor-bolted homes were swept away, including one that sustained total collapse of its poured concrete walkout basement wall. The grass was scoured from the ground, and aerial photography showed extensive windrowing in Brandenburg. Trees were completely debarked, and low-lying shrubs next to leveled homes were uprooted and stripped. Multiple vehicles were also thrown hundreds of yards and stripped down to their frames. At 3, 1974, United States, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Rising Sun, Boone County, Sailor Park, West and Teddy, Mac, Bridgetown, 03 SPC, and UES NCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. 1974, Cincinnati tornado. Homes were swept away in Sailor Park, and a large floating restaurant barge was lifted, ripped from its moorings and flipped upside down by the tornado boats, and vehicles were carried long distances through the air. At 3, 1974, United States, Alabama, Mount Hope, Mount Moriah, Tanner, Capshaw, Harvest, 28 SPC, and UES NCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. First Tanner tornado. Numerous homes were swept away and scattered in Limestone County, where the F5 damage occurred. A large swath of trees was leveled and ground scouring occurred nearby, with dirt found to have been dug up and plastered to the bark. A pump was lifted out of a well at one location, and shrubbery was debarked as well. All three, 1974, United States, Alabama, Tennessee, Tanner, Capshaw, Harvest, Hazel, Green, Ale, Van Town, Old, TSPC, and Nuyes, NCDC, and down to UA. Second Tanner tornado. This tornado is officially listed as an F5, but was rated an F4 by Grazilis and Fujita. It crossed into Tennessee and did F4 damage in both states, though the supposed F5 damage only occurred in Alabama, where numerous homes were swept away and extensive windrowing of debris occurred. Some of the damage in Tennessee was previously rated F5, but later downgraded to F4. All through 1974, United States, Alabama again. Twin, Delmar 28, SPC and Nuyes, NCDC, Grazilis, Fujita. 1974 again, tornado according to the NUES in Birmingham, Alabama. This is considered one of the strongest tornadoes ever to impact the United States. Sources indicate that F5 damage was reported along much of the path, and that many homes in and near again sustained F5 damage. Many of these homes were swept away, their debris being scattered across fields, and some reportedly had their foundations dislodged, and in some cases swept away as well. A large industrial plant again was reduced to a pile of mangled beams. Additionally, photographs showed intense windrowing from suction vortices. The path of the tornado was visible in satellite imagery, as thousands of trees, including in the William B. Bankhead National Forest, were snapped into part 5.